How are you doing today? I'm Marla Goldberg. If you don't know who I am, I'm a master metaphysician, intuitive, best-selling author, public speaker, and creator and host of Guided Spirit Conversations podcast. I'm coming on to you with you today live to talk to you about this week's show on Guided Spirit Conversations. So I have decided that on the fifth, any month that has 5 weeks, I will have a solo show. And I will talk about various topics, metaphysical topics, spiritual topics. And this Thursday will be my first one of the year. There are going to be 5. And my feeling is that I should introduce myself. I should talk about who I am, what I do, how I got to where I am. Because I have to say, when you grow up, nobody says, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be a psychic? Do you want to be a metaphysician? It just was not a question. It wasn't even in a thought process. And here I am, a master metaphysician going towards my doctorate. So my feeling is I'd love to keep it as an open dialogue and talk about how I got where I am, the number of modalities that I know, because I'm trained in over 30. I don't use all 30 plus, I should say, but I have been trained. But they all support what I do. And what I do in my practice is done to focus on supporting you, whether it's through solo sessions, whether it is through my podcast, my books. And I've got 3 books in the hopper right now. If it is in any aspect or area of metaphysics and spirituality, it's my work, my learning, my continuing education, what I disseminate out to everyone is done for their highest and best good. And we're going to just have an open conversation. So when is Guided Spirit Conversations? Well, it goes live every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time. You can see the video live version on my Facebook page, on my YouTube page of the same name. Both are Guided Spirit Conversations. On my Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and I know there's a few other platforms that I stream on. It's an interactive show, so you are able to tune in, ask questions about what you want me to answer for you. If you're not able to watch the show live, you can email me at either marla@mghealer.com or guidedspiritconversations@gmail.com with any questions you might have about any area of spirituality. If I don't have an answer, I will get the answer for you without question. But I am pretty proficient, I have to admit. So I invite you to tune in this Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time as I interview me, which means I just go on and talk for about an hour. But if you do have, like I said, do have any questions and you'd like to know anything, I am here to answer them for you as I share many, many facets of me and who I am and how I got to where I am today. In addition, on Friday, I am back at the Bag Lady in downtown Charlotte. The address is 1516 East 4th Street. You can find me there from 2:30 to 6:30. I'm doing past life regression and spiritual response therapy, otherwise known as SRT sessions. You can book in advance. If you just want to come in and say hello, I'd love to meet you. I'd love to chat with you. So please tune in. Guided Spirit Conversations. I'm sorry, the Bag Lady. I'm thinking of 2 things at once. The Bag Lady at 1516 East 4th Street. Okay, well, it's a quick announcement week, but let's not forget to send prayers to those in Ukraine, those who have lost loved ones, those who are in really challenging situations in shelters, trying to be supported and staying alive by the countries around them, Moldavia, Poland, I'm not quite sure of my Eastern European geography, but the countries surrounding Ukraine have really stepped up to Jose Andres, send blessings, and they send additional love and support. He can also use money. He would also be willing to take on people to step in and volunteer in his area as he makes food for tens of thousands, meals for tens of thousands of people. So send blessings to him for what he's doing. Send love to Vladimir Putin. Send love to him because he really obviously needs it. He is probably such a wounded individual to be able to do this to people, to not think twice about human life form, to bomb residential areas, maternity hospitals, and the like. Instead of hating him and finding him deplorable, you can find him deplorable, but send him love because he really needs it. Send him love and send him light. And do whatever you can for the cause. Donate. I don't know if if the Red Cross is taking donations to send them clothing, blankets, coats, supplies. I'm not quite sure about that, but you can find out on Google and do what you can to support those in need. So thank you for that. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you as it is 4:44 here in the East Coast. And as I do, as always, I send you love, blessings, and gratitude. Grateful that you're in my life in whatever capacity you're in it, for you not only are my student, you are my teacher, and I learn from you. And I hope, in turn, you learn from me. And I'm going to say these words. If you haven't heard them, I'm going to say them. And if you have, just one more pronouncement of love. I love you. You are loved. You are never alone. And remember, even in your darkest moment, talk to spirit, ask for help. They do not have free will, but they will conspire on your behalf if you ask them for what you want, what you need. So send out those prayers for yourself, for the angels, the guides, ascended masters, all to work on your behalf. Okay, I'm going to leave you now. I will be back tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and enjoy.